Hello, and welcome to our presentation introducing our AI tools for clinical data management for faster study startup. I am Vineet Jain, CEO of Nimble. It's great to have you join me. Today, my focus is on the study startup process. I will discuss the pain points, show the demo of Nimble, our platform, discuss how knowledge powers the platform, address frequently asked questions, and conclude the presentation. Let me begin by introducing myself. With over 20 years of experience in clinical research, I've worked across statistical programming, biostatistics, and data management, gaining a deep understanding of operational hurdles research teams encounter daily. My academic background in computer science, statistics, and machine learning, combined with years of research experience in AI, has played a key role in shaping practical technology solutions tailored for clinical development. This experience and expertise was the driving force behind founding Nimble. We are driven by a clear and ambitious mission to accelerate clinical trial processes with AI. We envision and are actively building future where clinical research is significantly faster, far more efficient, and ultimately more accessible to accelerate the delivery of vital treatments. If you look back at our industry, not much has changed in the manual processes followed in last 2 decades since we moved to capturing clinical data electronically. Yet the clinical trials protocols are becoming more and more complex, making it harder to design case report forms, ensuring alignment with evolving standards like CDASH, generating vast amount of required documentation, painstakingly reviewing and cleaning data, and preparing everything correctly for regulatory submissions. While other industries are rapidly evolving in the cloud, adopting the latest technologies and accepting AI, we are still grappling with manually working by Excel files the same way it was done 20 years ago. At Nimble, we see a clear opportunity to change this approach. We have asked, what if we could leverage the power of AI, guided by extensive clinical domain knowledge, to intelligently accelerate and streamline these critical activities? That question spurred the development of Nimble Clinical AI Automation Platform, a holistic cloud-native application architectured with modern technology stack, leveraging the power of Python and R, ensuring it's not only cutting edge today, but also scalable and ready to tackle the evolving complexities of future clinical trials. From grounds up, Nimble platform is designed to pick up challenges across the clinical trial data lifecycle, from study startup to study data submission. Our goal is to provide researchers with the tools they need to work smarter and faster. Nimble can be used to intelligently automate the creation of study documents, whether Excel based or Word based. Our today's video is exactly utilizing these capabilities. It can also be used to speed up the data review with AI, simplify complex STDM generation, and making it faster to generate TLFs. We will be showcasing these other use cases in next few months as these become mature. Now instead, let's walk through the Nimble Clinical AI automation platform and see firsthand how we can accelerate planning a CDASH compliant database, creating CRFs, generating edit checks, and even drafting UAD scripts, delivering that faster, smarter, and more flexible path forward as we discussed. First things first, it all starts with the protocol. I'm taking a standard clinical protocol here in a typical Word document format and uploading it directly into the platform. Now I will open our data design file. This is where the magic begins. Currently the file is empty. The first step is extracting key structural elements like phases, cohorts, or part directly from the protocol. This is applicable for complex clinical trials, and I'll initiate this extraction. For a new or updated protocol file, this AI-driven analysis typically takes just 1 to 2 minutes. This was a simple clinical protocol with just one double-blind treatment phase. Next, let's move to the Visits tab. We'll do the same thing here. The platform will intelligently look for schedule of assessments table in the protocol and extract the visit schedule. Check out the visit names and windows, all populated accurately, directly interpreted from the complex schedule of assessments table within the protocol document. No manual transcription, no copy paste errors. Now we'll follow the same intelligent process for planning the data collection forms. Here I can choose to generate the initial set of forms by pulling these from our standard knowledge base. You can even leverage the structure of a previous reference study, a great way to ensure consistency across studies. Let's use our standard library for now. Okay, the initial forms are proposed. Now let's design the CRF fields within these forms. The platform automates this process to ensure CDESH compliance right from the start. You can see how quickly standard CRFs are generated. As you can see, the quick and dirty database design has taken shape in minutes. Now let's create the CRF forms to facilitate review by clinical teams. I want to generate two versions here. One clean version and one annotated version for data management and programming. I'll set up both. For the second one, I'll simply select the option to include annotations. Now watch this. I'm creating both of these. Within few seconds, the platform has taken the structured database design and created printable CRFs. Let's open the first one without annotations. Here it is, professionally formatted CRF ready for your review. And notice it has full editing and collaborative review capabilities. Comments, suggestions, edits can be made here directly while maintaining version control. Now let's look at the annotated version. Same form structure, but now we also have the annotations included precisely as designed. Next up, let's tackle the edit checks. I'm opening the edit check specification file. Again, notice the familiar Excel-like interface optimized for this task. I want the platform to generate the initial set of checks. Now I select the forms we want these checks for. And here's where the intelligence really shines. I can generate edit checks based on our standard knowledge base, or I can choose a reference study if I want to maintain consistency with another trial in the same program. Or finally, I can choose AI. Here, the AI analyzes the data collection and relationships with other fields within and across forms to propose relevant checks, often identifying things standard templates might miss. Keep in mind that the AI logic will still utilize company standards and give those checks preference over AI generated checks. The UI shows the backend steps happening, analyzing forms, identifying relationships, generating logic, and so on. Now the process is complete. Let's look at some examples. See how it created checks for consistency, range checks, date logic based on the fields we designed. I can manually create a new check, write up the edit check description, and ask the application to fill in the programming logic and automatic query text. Now the edit checks are drafted. Let's jump over to the UAT sheet. Same principle applies here. We need scripts to test our forms and checks. I'll select the forms we designed earlier. Again, I can use the standards, reference study, or AI. Let's generate the UAT scripts with help of AI. Done. Let's look at the generated UAT scripts. Notice some of the proposed test cases. It created positive scenarios, negative scenarios to test the rejects, and even some potential edge cases, along with the test steps and expected results. All auto-numbered, formatted, ready for testing. Now, before we move on, let me highlight this interface itself. We have designed it to feel familiar like an Excel spreadsheet where you have the flexibility for quick editing and filtering. But it's supercharged. Whenever any content is added, it is highlighted whether it comes from standard, reference, or AI. In some cases, we use smart JSON based columns packing sparser information, keeping these files compact, readable, and manageable. Crucially, unlike Excel, this is controlled, validated software environment. These highlighted cells points out what changes were applied by AI, highlight potential mistakes, highlights missing information, or flags invalid entries based on control terminology or rules. This proactive guidance dramatically enhances quality upfront, minimizing that painful downstream QC and rework effort we discussed earlier. Finally, let's talk about workflow. How do you manage reviews and approvals without falling back to emailing Excel files around? We have built support for workflow management right here. Watch this. I'm going to add two columns to review this edit check sheet: the review status and comments. I can assign column level permissions by roles or individual users to have full control over the review process. Now, team members can review and update the status, add comments without the risk of messing up the traditional Excel files. All changes tracked directly within the platform, linked to the specific item being reviewed. No more challenges due to manual edits in spreadsheets and no more version control nightmares. So let's quickly summarize what we just saw. We went from a raw protocol document to a planned C-compliant database design, generated annotated CRFs, drafted intelligent edit checks, created comprehensive UAT scripts, and managed review status, all within this integrated AI platform, and all accelerated significantly by AI in a matter of minutes for tasks that traditionally take weeks or months. We saw speed, embedded compliance, enhanced quality through built in checks, flexibility in generation options, and integrated workflow. This is how Nimble transforms study startup. So you have seen the Nimble platform in action. The natural questions now are, how does it actually work under the hood? And perhaps more importantly, how can your team in your specific company environment start leveraging this power and be successful with it over time? Let's break it down. At the heart of the platform is the knowledge base with two key components working together: your standards and the structured instructions for AI. Think of the standards as the structured library holding Excel files with standard CRF designs, common edit checks, all aligned with industry best practices using C terminology. But it's more than just templates. Paired with these standards are instructions. These guide our proprietary agentic RAG based AI to perform specific tasks intelligently, like how to generate programming logic, how to write clear query text, what types of checks are appropriate based on the data, our user preferences for generating UAT scripts, and so on. Crucially, this isn't a one size fits all system. The platform is designed so you can segregate, create, and manage multiple knowledge bases. Need different standards for different therapeutic areas or specific configurations for certain clients if you're a CRO, or just your core company standards. You can set that up. You just simply pick up the relevant knowledge base relevant for that project, ensuring flexibility and appropriate standardization. We provide a robust starter knowledge base, which we are expanding rapidly, and you can request additional forms to add to it over time. This flexibility leads to different adoption paths. For smaller companies or those starting fresh, you can immediately leverage our comprehensive knowledge base for a rapid start, ensuring best practices from day one. As you mature, you can always branch out and customize or build your own. For larger companies or CROs with established standards, you're not forced into our way. You can use your existing standards, your form designs, your check libraries to build out one or more custom knowledge bases within Nimble. This puts your proven expertise into an accelerated AI powered framework. This adaptability ensures the platform provides both agility and control, regardless of your company's size or maturity. Now, how do you get started, especially in environments where adopting new technology can face resistance? We have made it easy. First, with a free trial, experience the full capabilities yourself for a limited time. See the speed, test the features with your own scenarios. There is no better way to understand the potential impact. You can upload your well formed and structured protocol file and see the platform in action. For teams with tighter budgets, we are planning to launch a scaled down freemium version soon, offering core capabilities at no cost for limited use. If you are interested in it, please reach out to us. For larger teams considering building their own custom knowledge base, let's be realistic. It requires thoughtful planning and investment. The significant returns in efficiency and quality don't just happen overnight, but the path to success is manageable. My advice will be to start small, pick 2 or 3 studies for pilot similar to each other, get comfortable with the platform, understand how the platform fits your workflow via the pilot, create your custom knowledge base over time based on the specific forms, checks, and your standards. Once you have demonstrated value and built internal comfort on a smaller scale, then commit to a broader implementation. This phased approach minimizes risk, builds internal champions, and proves the ROI step by step. So, whether leveraging our knowledge base out of the box or strategically building your own, there is a clear path to start benefiting from AI automation and scaling that success sustainably over time. And I want to close this segment with a crucial point. We see our users as partners. Your real world feedback is absolutely vital as we continuously improve and enhance the Nimble platform. We are deeply committed to evolving the solution based on your needs and experiences. So if you decide to explore Nimble, know that we are here to support you. Consider us part of your team. We have your back and are dedicated to helping you succeed. All right. I'm sure seeing the platform and hearing about our approach has raised some questions in your mind. Based on conversations we have had, let me quickly address some common ones that might be on your mind. How much total time would be saved with Nimble in study startup compared with traditional manual methods? Well, it varies based on your processes, but using our platform optimally can definitely cut weeks from your startup duration. For a simpler study, is it feasible to get initial drafts of database deliverables within a single business day? Yes, that's entirely possible, especially if our knowledge base covers your needs. You start off with a good reference study and your protocol is well structured. How much manual review time should we budget after the AI generates its outputs? Remember, AI is your assistant, not your replacement. It drafts faster and improves robustness, but you review, refine, and own the final deliverable. Use its strengths wisely to boost your productivity. Do you have case studies? Have you seen measurable impacts in accelerating studies, deliverables? We have just launched and we are eager to partner with early adopters. We will absolutely share success stories and case studies later this year as we gather them. What's the pricing structure? It's subscription based, priced per user per year, with different rates for regular users and for reviewers. Are there separate costs for the AI features? AI is an integral part of this platform, not separate. However, intensive AI usage can incur cost based on consumption, which will be clear in the pricing. What type of AI are you using? We leverage Microsoft's enterprise grade AI services, ensuring security, reliability, and GDPR compliance. We use their latest models for quality rather than training our own local LLMs. How is data privacy handled? Is the data used to train AI models for others? Absolutely not. Your data is never used to train models for us or for Microsoft or OpenAI. It's encrypted during data transfer and results are returned without external storage. How does the platform handle potential AI errors? Is the AI output validated? When using AI, human oversight must always be there. AI suggestions are drafts, not final decisions. It requires your approval. It ensures expert control and maintains the highest standard of safety and accuracy in clinical trial conduct. We can help with designing the knowledge base and instructions to achieve better quality AI suggestions. But ultimately, one has to review and correct the deliverables to ensure these meet your expectations. If we provide our existing company standards, can you build the knowledge base for us? Absolutely. Building a custom knowledge base is detailed work, and we provide services to help you structure and implement it based on your standards. We'll support you throughout the process. Is Nimble platform developed under a validated GXP framework? Yes. We follow the standard industry GXP practices in our development and are currently pursuing ISO 27001 certification to meet rigorous security and quality expectations. Does it require specific protocol structure? Our proprietary techniques work best with well structured Word, docx style documents with clear sections. We strongly advise against using converted PDFs due to fidelity loss, but most standard protocols should process well. Does Nimble integrate directly with EDC systems for database builds? Currently, we output detailed specifications as I have shown in the demo. However, direct EDC integration is a high priority improvement we are actively exploring. Please reach out to us if you'd like to discuss specific needs. We'll be keen to collaborate. Does your platform support version control? Yes, automatic file history is maintained, much like Microsoft Documents. You can easily view, restore, or manage previous versions. Do you have SDT mapping automation integrated? Yes. Capabilities like SDT mapping automation are integrated within Nimble. How sophisticated is the workflow management? Does it support e-signatures? Currently, we don't have integrated e-signatures. However, users can create very flexible custom workflow fields for status tracking and adapt it to their review process needs. Does the free trial comes with support? The free trial is self-service without dedicated support, but we absolutely welcome your feedback and suggestions during that period. What support is available for licensed users? Licensed users have access to AI powered help within the platform for quick answers, and you can always reach out to our support team directly for more complex questions. Does the platform allow role based access control? Yes, the platform supports role based access control. How is C compliance enforced? C compliance is primarily built into our standard knowledge base content. If clients build custom forms, they have the flexibility to deviate if their study requires it. Is the platform 24 CFR Part 11 compliant? Yes, we have comprehensive audit trails and electronic records management designed to meet 24 CFR Part 11 requirements. Hopefully, this addresses some of your immediate questions. And if you still have more questions, please reach out to us. Well, we have covered a lot today, from the persistent challenges that slow down critical study startup activities through a demonstration of how Nimble's clinical AI automation platform tackles these challenges heads on, to how it works and how your team can start benefiting. The core message is clear. The era of accepting month-long delay and tedious manual processes in study startup is over. AI-driven automation is here, and it delivers speed, enhanced quality, ensures compliance, and provides unprecedented flexibility. Looking ahead, the future of clinical research efficiency is undeniably intertwined with the intelligent application of AI. At Nimble, we see AI not as replacement for skilled professionals, but as an incredibly powerful productivity boosting assistant. Our platform provides deep integration, embedding AI thoughtfully into your workflows to augment your expertise and accelerate processes across the clinical trial lifecycle. So, my main call to action for you today is simple: experience it for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Visit our website, follow my newsletter to remain up to date, and request for the free trial. See how the platform handles your scenarios. Explore the features we have demonstrated. And as you explore, please remember what I said earlier. We see this as a partnership. Your feedback, your insights based on real world use are invaluable to us as we continue to enhance and evolve this platform. We truly want to work with you, and we have your back as you adopt these new capabilities. The innovation doesn't stop here. We are actively working on integrating AI into additional high impact use cases beyond study startup. In fact, I'd like to invite you to join me for our next presentation, where we will dive into our upcoming solution focused on accelerating the data review and reconciliation process. We'll showcase how Nimble will help plan manual review activities more effectively via AI and auto program the data listings, incorporating both programmed and AI driven data checks to significantly boost up data cleaning. We are incredibly excited about this and planning its release within the next few weeks. The potential for AI to positively transform clinical development is immense, and we at Nimble are thrilled to be at the forefront, building practical, powerful tools to make that potential a reality. Thank you so much for joining me today on our first presentation. I hope you found it insightful. Visit our website, try our platform, follow my newsletter, and let's accelerate the clinical trials together.